It's a story we first brought you this weekend. Political signs with Maxime Bernier's image urging Canadians to support an end to mass immigration, popping up in Toronto and other Canadian cities. But now they're coming down. While the People's Party of Canada didn't place the ads, its leader said at his national campaign launch Sunday that he agrees with the message. As Johnathan Muma reports, it's raising questions about whether the billboards will help or hurt the party that's positioned itself as an alternative to the Conservatives.
What they are really playing to is discomfort among a certain group of voters about immigration of people who look different than they do.
Signs with Maxime Bernier's face promoting an anti-immigration message are coming down after popping up late last week in most major cities across Canada, from Halifax to Vancouver. The signs sparked outrage online and across the country, but the leader of the People's Party of Canada blames a, quote, totalitarian leftist mob for the decision to take down the billboards.
Bernier faces a political challenge in that you've got a Conservative Party that, covers most of the territory on the right. So how does he distinguish himself from the Conservative Party of Canada?
The one place he has a real opportunity to do that is in Quebec, which just saw a new provincial government elected on the promise of less immigration, even though many warn that will come at the cost of the economy.
So I think that there's a political calculation here that, you can make your way into the political system on an anti-immigration pitch and then deal with the public policy problems later.
It's worked for several leaders in recent European elections too, but trying to capitalize on fears of mass immigration could be a tough sell here, given Canada's history of having a relatively stable level of immigration year over year across all parties.
Certainly, if we look at the composition of the electorate in Canada, it's a high-risk strategy for a party. It certainly is a way to win a few seats in the first instance, but there are lots of seats that become unavailable to you, of conservative-minded voters in some respects, because of the levels of immigration.
And many who rely on the Canadian pension plan and other plans can't afford a shrinking labor force.
In the absence of immigration, we are going to have trouble maintaining the kinds of social benefits that we expect for seniors.
In Calgary, Johnathan Muma, City News.
Now, the third-party advertising group behind the billboards is now distancing itself from the anti-mass immigration message. Frank Smink, the head of True North Strong and Free Advertising, says they never signed off on the controversial campaign and they take issue with the content. In an email to media, he goes on to say the company was meant to just be the messenger. According to financial returns the group filed with Elections Canada, True North Strong and Free Advertising spent almost $60,000 on the billboards. As for the company who sold the ad space, Pattison Outdoor Advertising, they say they decided to take the billboards down after an overwhelming response and will be reviewing their guidelines around political ads.